Quick cuts from Knife Chats. Like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell. Thank you. About a month ago, I did a video, and in it, I mentioned my Gerber Solstice, which was a gift to me. And it prompted a person to ask me to do a video on all of my micro multi-tools. And as you can see, I've got quite a few here, or quite a few things that I would consider to be multi-tools. They obviously all don't look the same as the Gerber Solstice. And so I was trying to do a video on it, and I just really couldn't do it. They're so diverse, and there's so many different things about them, and also some are good, some are bad, so on and so forth. And so what I decided, instead of doing one video on this, I'm going to do a playlist of my micro multi tools, and this is going to be the introduction to that playlist. I'll get around to these other ones in the future. But I thought what I would do right now is define what a micro multi-tool is going to be, at least in my book. And the first thing is the micro multi-tool is going to have to be, when it's all closed up, under 3 inches long. So all of these are under 3 inches long. I mean, there may be some exceptions. As you can see, there's something in the back there that is definitely over 3 inches long, but I still consider it a micro multi-tool. That's because this is a hammer, and a 3-inch long hammer is useless. This is right at 5.5 inches long when it's all closed up. So, for a hammer, I would say that's a micro hammer. So that's where I'm looking at. The other thing is the multi-tool needs to be able to do more than one thing. It's going to have to do 2 or 3 things at least, preferably 4 or 5 things, which means even, Victorinox knives, the 58 millimeter line and the 65 millimeter line in Wenger, kind of are multi-tools, even though they're really a knife. So I'm not going to be showing every one of my Victorinox 58 millimeter or Wenger 65 millimeter knives. I'll show a couple of the more interesting ones that I would consider useful as a multi-tool, a keychain multi-tool. Otherwise, what I'm going to be showing mostly are things similar to what you see here in the Gerber Solstice. Something that basically folds out with both sides into usually a pair of pliers, but in the case of this one, the Solstice, it actually folds out into a pair of scissors, and then usually along the arms of the scissors or wrench, it has various different blades that do other things. That's usually what people think of in a multi-tool. And so that's what I'm going to be doing in the very near future. But for right now, you can kind of see the variety of multi-tools that I have. And stay tuned. There'll be more on the way in these various quick cuts on micro multi-tools. And that's what it'll be called, micro multi-tools. Hope you enjoy it. And that's another wrap for a quick cut. Thanks a lot for dropping by.